H. Erase it.
Michelle Lollier lives in Fulton with her husband and 3 children, and there's a situation she'd like to erase or at least undo. She's been a customer with State Farm Insurance for 23 years and doesn't consider herself high risk, but she received a letter in the mail that told her differently.
I couldn't believe we'd been with them for so long, I just really couldn't believe that they were actually sending us a letter saying that due to claim history, when there really had only been, in my mind, 1 incident, which we had no control over.
The only claim she expected to see listed was one from 2009, when her husband's truck was stolen from a hotel parking lot. To Lollier's surprise, there was a second claim listed, one that State Farm didn't pay out on. That claim came from a simple phone call Lollier made this past May after her children had a minor accident on an ATV.
It said that in 2013 there was a claim, and when I looked into what it was a phone call we had made asking if something was covered. They paid nothing on it. It was not covered under our homeowner's insurance, but it counted against us as a claim.
To be clear, Lollier never filed this claim. She just asked if it'd be covered. Then later that summer, State Farm sent her a letter saying her home insurance would be dropped. Since then, State Farm has told her nothing about how this supposed claim impacted her home insurance policy. As a result, State Farm considers her high risk, so she was forced, after 23 loyal years with State Farm, to go hunting for new insurance. This, despite her own State Farm agent appealing to corporate without any success.
Said it right, but you spelled it wrong. Darn it!
And wrong might describe what happened, but according to an employee from Missouri's Department of Insurance, what State Farm did was perfectly legal. I also reached out to Michelle's former State Farm agent, but he didn't return any of my calls. The Missouri Department of Insurance couldn't do much for me either. I was told that what happened to Michelle is called a $0 claim, but no one would talk to me on camera about what State Farm did and why they ever sent Michelle this letter. Instead, I received this vague statement in an email. $0 claims are sometimes used by insurance companies as a manner in which to evaluate future risk that a current or potential customer poses to the carrier. While not all insurance companies give consideration to these types of claims when evaluating risk, there is no state law in Missouri that prohibits an insurance company from using them. Although Lollier didn't find any answers, her experience is a warning to others.
I didn't see any harm in giving them a call and asking a question, but apparently if you make that phone call and you ask, then you're running that risk of them filing it as a claim.
It's a lesson to Lollier and others that a $0 claim can cost you much more than that. And for this mother of 3, the fact that a good neighbor can be hard to find. Taylor Barth, KOMU 8 News, Fulton.